Hello everyone and welcome to the 2024 sort of year-end touching base. I just wanted to say hi, say thanks, and if you stay to the end of the video, I have a rather special announcement for a new series I'm going to be doing. But for now, I really wanted to talk about Battle Box Batreps. Mainly, quite early on, I wanted to make sure, get it all clear, that it's not just going to be 40k, not just combat patrols. And I, wanted to make sure that everyone, was on the same page on this. Namely, basically, after the Adeptus Sororitas combat patrol run is finished, they've got 6 games ahead of them. I'm going to be moving on to, firstly, Turnip 28 is going to be getting a run out in the Saturday evening Battle Box Batrep slot. And hopefully, after that, depending on when it comes out, Fallout Factions Nuka World will hopefully be out by the time I finish Turnip. We're going to see, everything's up in the air at the moment. The Guardswoman there is basically a little representation of, at some point I mentioned it in the Tyrannid versus Traitor Guard video that I've done. Loved the matchup. Want to do a narrative series based on that. And the other 3 are games that you might know. Namely, I want to do a series based on the post-apocalyptic racing game Gaslands, the Weird War II, amazing Weird War II game Conflict 47, and the little dude with the in the white and blue is from a game. The series is called Ion Age, and the game itself is called Patrol Angius by Alternative Armies. If it's not a 40k game, I am currently, I like messaging the developers or the publishers and just, making sure they're okay with it. Everyone I've been talking to so far has been absolutely lovely, but this is subject to change. Just wanted to, at some point, I want to play all of these games as series so I can run over some more things. Combat Patrol will obviously come back at some point. I enjoy it. The next faction is going to be Orcs, in case you were wondering, because I keep mentioning Orcs. They're a big part of the backstory of the sector that all my games are set in. Should probably show up at some point, right? But hopefully over the next year, get some new games in, get some cool indie games, some weird seasonal games. I've really enjoyed doing Tonks, and playing Turnip made me want to play a lot more Turnip. So I really hope that you enjoy all this stuff with me. If there are any games you want to see on the channel, absolutely, by the way, let me know in the comments. Just send me a carrier pigeon, whatever. I wanted to make sure this wasn't just a 40k channel, because God knows the world has enough of them. This camera will not focus on a single model. Jesus Christ. Over the next year, the Combat Patrol will come back, as will all of these. And now, for the big announcement. So I have been playing solo games for a while, and mostly it has been stuff like 40k Turnip, where it's meant to be multiple players, and they, solo games, you just take both sides and have fun with it, see what happens. There is another side of this, and I have actually been I've had a copy of 5 Parsecs of From Home for ages. I had the original drive-through RPG thing when it was a it's an independent release. It's been picked up by Modifius and it is shiny and pretty. And while I was reading through, I noticed something very cool. Firstly, by the way, this book is gorgeous. Look at it. It's color coordinated so you can find what you want really easily. Much like this. So the game, it's more of a role-playing game. You make a party of characters and you go on campaigns. You tell a little story with them and you have fights because it is still a war game. It has victory conditions, and the victory conditions are, range from quite simple, like just play 20 turns, like that's just have 20 fights, all the way up to play on different difficulties, win a certain number of fights. You don't have to win to play a game, stuff like that. And when I was reading through, I was like, "Oh, this is cool." It's got a roguelike sort of thing where oh my god, light. What's wrong with you? I could cut this out. I'm not going to. Yeah, every time you do it, you get bonuses. You get really cool stuff. And then I noticed down the bottom, you can potentially earn 17 elite ranks, though doing so would be a monumental amount of dedication. If you genuinely do this without cheating, let us know. So this is my response to you, Mongoose. I am going to do all 17 quests. Done. Victory conditions. I'm going to do all 17 of these. I have worked out a minimum of 500 games of 5 Parsecs From Home. I'm going to be doing it in 15mm as a quick thing. This is the captain of my first crew. His name is Jack Warren. He is kind of useless, but in that kind of Han Solo-y kind of way. And it's not going to be a regular game. It's going to be, whenever I get a chance, I'm going to film and throw one up. It's going to be, basically, I'm going to try and do it on weekdays. And they are going to be shorter videos than the average Battle Box Batrep. But yeah, game on, Mongoose. I am going to get proof that I have done all 17 of these, and I'm going to put them on this channel. I really hope you guys are down for this, because I absolutely am. I think it's going to be great fun. I love 15mm games, and I don't get to play enough of them. 5 Parsecs From Home is scale agnostic. It's model agnostic. You can make whatever you want. You could use 40K. But yeah, they suggest if you're using 15mm to slightly dick with scales. I haven't. It makes the gun ranges are awesome. Like a 6-inch gun range for this guy is huge, whereas for one of these it's nothing. Also, behind the scenes, all of the models I just moved slightly off the side. Yeah. I mean, it's going to take literal a year, at least a year of doing trying to get a game in a day. See how many I can get. Yeah. Game on, Mongoose. I hope, and game on everyone else. I hope you follow along with me. I hope you enjoy the stories we tell. It's almost entirely procedurally generated, so I don't know what's going to happen. And I hope to see you 5 Parsecs From Home. Thanks for watching, and good night.